Hello, this is Fred Liers of Health Products Distributors and another Creating Health Naturally video. And today I'm going to be talking about a product known as Joint Health Formula. Let me show you it here, Joint Health Formula. It's a product that we've actually had for many years. It sells super well. We remain very excited about this product because it's extremely effective. It was formulated by my father, Dr. Hank Liers, and he has upgraded this formula over the years and made slight changes, but the basic formula remains the same, and it works really, really well. So one of the important things to know about Joint Health Formula is that it's a synergistic formula, and that any one of the ingredients in Joint Health Formula could be taken by itself. For example, the product contains turmeric. The product contains MSM. The product contains things like rutin and grape extract, and these are all potentially independent substances that are taken as separate supplements. But in this case, Hank has combined these ingredients in a synergistic way where they work together. The formula is also designed to be used with foundational supplements. That is, we recommend a vitamin C product, a multivitamin, and an essential fatty acids formula. If you're taking these foundational supplements already, then this product will work even better simply because you're already getting that baseline of nutrition that then this can stack on top of as what we call a condition-specific formula. So essentially, the Joint Health Formula is comprised of 4 different subformulas, if you will, and Hank takes what's known as a systems approach. The 4 subcomponents in this Joint Health Formula are a series of connective tissue builders. That would be 1. And then 2 would be a set of anti-inflammatory ingredients. And in many of these cases, these anti-inflammatory ingredients are also antioxidants. And then we have a set of supporting nutrients. And finally, we have an absorption enhancer. Now, I want to talk about the first set of ingredients, which are the connective tissue builders in Joint Health Formula. And these would be glucosamine, MSM, or methylsulfonylmethane, and sea cucumber, or known as bêche de mer, or the Latin name is Holothuria californica. So one of the primary connective tissue building ingredients in the Joint Health Formula is glucosamine. And now there are, per serving, 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine, and that's 6 capsules. So one serving is 6 capsules, and a capsule, I'll just show you, is a standard size capsule. Many people just take 2 or even 3, or you can divide it up into 2 doses of 3 or 3 doses of 2, or just even 1. Glucosamines are rate-limiting substances for the metabolic transformation to larger molecules that make up glycosaminoglycans, or GAGs, and proteoglycans. The principal GAGs are hyaluronic acid, keratin sulfate, heparin, and heparin sulfate, as well as dermatosulfate and chondroitin sulfate. Now, these proteoglycans are large molecules built from the glycosaminoglycans and are most abundant in connective tissues such as cartilage, skin, blood vessel walls, sclera, cornea, intervertebral discs and tendons, as well as synovial fluid and the vitreous body of the eye. Now, it's kind of a long list, I know, but the point in going over all of those different tissues is that connective tissues are throughout the entire body. We tend to think as connective tissues in terms of a Joint Health Formula as knees, elbows, ankles, those types of shoulders, but the connective tissue building properties of the ingredients like glucosamine in Joint Health Formula work to build connective tissues throughout the body. So what this means is that you can expect to not just get results, say, for a joint problem that you have, but you're actually building the strength of the connective tissues throughout the entire body, which includes things like the cornea or blood vessel walls, etc. So it's a very comprehensive product in that sense. But of course, it also does target the joints, of course. So the next ingredient I want to talk about that is part of the first series of connective tissue building ingredients is MSM, or methyl sulfonyl-methane. Now, many people take this MSM as a standalone product, as a powder or a capsule. It's a natural source of sulfur, and it's critical to the function and structure of the entire human body. Sulfur is a raw material for protein in connective tissue, especially proteoglycans and glycosaminoglycans, such as hyaluronic and chondroitin sulfate that make up our body mass. So in this sense, it functions a lot like the glucosamine, but it's also different, and that's why we include it. It's also an ingredient that's required for enzyme function, involved in many countless chemical reactions in the body, as well as for natural compounds such as glutathione, that protect the body against toxicity and harmful free radicals. So in other words, MSM is a precursor in some way for the production of glutathione, which is the body's primary antioxidant system. It's noteworthy that that the ingredient in MSM is a precursor for glutathione. So that's an additional benefit. It's also a pain-reducing agent. So this is how part of the way that joint health formula works as a systems approach. It not only works to build the connective tissues themselves, but it reduces pain, which is what a lot of people who are having joint health problems are experiencing. It blocks the transmission of impulses in nerve fibers that carry pain signals. So it actually has this effect of blocking pain impulses in nerve fibers, which is kind of an interesting effect. So MSM is a major ingredient in the formula, and there is 1,400 milligrams of the MSM, and it's in the form of Opti-MSM, which is a registered trademark. It's a highly effective and proven form of MSM, probably one of the best, if not the best, forms of MSM available. So that's why we put it in our product, because it's proven and it works. The next ingredient in the first set of connective tissue builders, connective tissue building ingredients I want to talk about is the sea cucumber, also known as various other terms, is known as bêche de mer. It also has a Latin name of Holothuria californica. These are just some of the other terms or names it goes by. But sea cucumber is a marine animal that is highly regarded as a food globally, and for its medicinal properties as a general health tonic. And more specifically, it's consumed by people with chronic joint pain, as well as problems like tendinitis, bursitis, prostatitis, sciatica, ligament stresses, and arthritis. So if there were ever an ingredient that you'd want to have in your joint health formula, it's probably sea cucumber, and maybe in some ways it's a secret ingredient, because certainly not every joint health formula available has sea cucumber in it. In particular, there are 1,000 milligrams or 1 gram of sea cucumber in the joint health formula. By adding sea cucumber as our third connective tissue builder, you begin to see how we build a system that works together and stacks. So we have the glucosamine, we have the MSM, and we have the sea cucumber, all of which are doing similar things in different ways to build connective tissues throughout the entire body, and working to build and maintain and support joint health at the highest level possible. So the next category of ingredient I want to talk about is the anti-inflammatories and antioxidants. Now, these are all herbal ingredients, and they are the boswellia extract, turmeric root extract, and rutin. And then there's also grape extract, which is a little bit different, but it's still within this category, and I'll explain that as well. So, of these herbal ingredients that are anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, the main one, or at least the one with the largest amount, is the boswellia extract. There are 300 milligrams of boswellia extract, boswellia serrata gum extract, and it's in the form of a registered product known as Boswellia forte. Now, Boswellia is a very powerful anti-inflammatory, and it comes from a tree that grows throughout Asia, and it is well known. They extract the gum from under the bark, and this has been consumed forever. And so we have this in the product because it is proven, it is well known, it is traditional, it is used by the peoples in those regions. And what we have in the product is 300 milligrams of a very potent extract that contains boswellic acids. And this is a very powerful anti-inflammatory as well as antioxidant. And so that's why we put it in here. And in addition to that, it's like many people know about turmeric, which I'm going to talk about. And many people have taken a lot of these different anti-inflammatory ingredients. None, that is to say they all work, but by including the boswellia in this product, we're giving the body choices, and we're hitting it with multiple anti-inflammatory herbs with slightly different mechanisms that are part of the reason that this product is so effective. So with that being said, I'll move on to the turmeric root extract. It has the product contains 200 milligrams of a turmeric root extract that is from a company called Sabinsa. It's the C3 complex, and it's greater than 95% curcuminoids. So it is potent. It is a very powerful turmeric root extract. A lot of products will just have actual turmeric root in them. That's great. I even eat turmeric and turmeric spice as often as I can, and that is fantastic. But this is this Sabinsa C3 product of highly potent curcuminoids at a high level of 95% or greater than curcuminoids, highly concentrated, so that even in 6 small capsules, you're going to be getting a strong dose that's going to have noticeable effects. So turmeric is also a very powerful antioxidant and a very powerful anti-inflammatory. It's probably the best known of this category of herbal ingredients in joint health. But we also have another herbal ingredient that goes by the name of rutin, and that's Sophora japonica bud extract, and there are 100 milligrams of the rutin in the joint health formula. Now it's this 100 milligrams of the bud extract of rutin, and rutin is very similar to another anti-inflammatory that is not in the product by the name of quercetin. And quercetin is also, we've carried that, and it's even in some of our other products. But Dr. Liers chose to put rutin in this product because in some ways it is more effective than quercetin. It's actually like quercetin, it just has a couple of sugars attached to it. So rutin is extremely effective antioxidant and anti-inflammatory in this system of this second grouping of ingredients in the joint health formula. And the Boswellia forte, the Boswellia extract with the boswellic acids at 300 milligrams, and the turmeric root extract from the greater than 95% curcuminoids from the Sabinsa C3 product at 200 milligrams per serving, and the rutin at 100 milligrams per serving from the Sephora japonica bud extract combined is really packing quite an anti-inflammatory punch that that is intentional, so that this product can really have the potency required to deal with joint issues and connective tissue problems. And what we've heard, if you have a joint problem with one joint and you're taking the joint health formula for that, you may find that other joints start to benefit that you weren't even thinking about, and you start to get effects throughout the entire body that you might not have thought about. And even if you don't notice that, it's happening anyway, because the product is so strong and powerful as with these herbal ingredients. And of course, those are combined with the ingredients that I already spoke about from the connective tissue building standpoint. So it's true synergy at work. And along that note, there is another herbal ingredient which is in the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory category I've just been covering. It also is a very powerful connective tissue builder, which is more like category 1. It's the grape extract, and there are 100 milligrams of whole grape extract, which is from the seed, pulp, and skin, in the form of a product that's registered, known as VinCare. And we have used this product in some of our vitamin C products like Pro C, and it's a very highly concentrated grape extract of whole grape. And it is a super powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, like boswellia, like turmeric, and like rutin. But there's an additional reason for putting the whole grape extract in this product, and that is it's also a connective tissue builder. The grape extract is highly concentrated in the form of an ingredient known as it's oligomeric proanthocyanidins, or OPCs. And these are specific to only very few types of herbal ingredients in the world, and grape extract is among the best of those. Beyond being a super excellent anti-inflammatory, and beyond being a super excellent antioxidant, the grape extract actually works to build connective tissues by cross-linking collagen fibers, so that it actually makes your collagen stronger, gives it greater tensile strength, rejuvenates it, and it makes the structure actually stronger. I mean, collagen is what we're made of. Everything that's not, I would dare say we're mostly collagen. So with the grape extract, you're adding to an already excellent formula within the herbal ingredients and then the connective tissue ingredients. This is actually both. It's sort of a category 1, category 2, which may be a category 3, because it does so much all by itself, this grape extract. And I dare say I don't really know of any joint health formulas that contain grape extract. I'm not saying there aren't any, but I don't know of any. So it's sort of this secret ingredient that maybe a standard formulator wouldn't think of to put in a joint health formula. But Dr. Hank Liers, my father, put that in, and I think it's genius. So, my humble opinion. And now I would like to talk about the third category of nutrients, of ingredients in the joint health formula. And these fall under the category of supporting nutrients. And these ingredients are vitamin D, manganese, and selenium. And first one I'll talk about is vitamin D. There are 10 micrograms, but it's 400 IU of vitamin D3, the best form of vitamin D, in the form of cholecalciferol. And that's about 50% of the daily value. It's not a lot, but it's still half of the daily value. And the reason we put the vitamin D3 in, well, I'll talk about that and the importance of it, but I'll preface this by saying that we recommend that people take a much larger amount of vitamin D3. We, in fact, have our own product called Vitamin D3 Plus. It's one of our best-selling products. It provides 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 in a single capsule, along with some other supporting nutrients like vitamin K2. And you know, I take the higher potency one for sure, definitely in the winter, and probably even in some of the other seasons, maybe not as often. And it's because most people are deficient in vitamin D3, and that product is designed to reverse that deficiency and make sure you get enough. But the reason we put vitamin D3 in this product is not to ensure that you get as much as you need, but to make sure that you get some as a synergistic nutrient along with all these other ingredients, such that if you were not to be taking a vitamin D3 standalone product like our vitamin D3 Plus, you would not lose the benefits of all these other ingredients, because vitamin D3, again, it's required by the body to do a lot of these things that make your connective tissues strong. Most people do not have a sufficient amount of vitamin D3. Its deficiency is rampant. And even the people who maybe have enough maybe don't have optimal amounts. Certainly it's required for bone formation, and low levels of vitamin D, serum vitamin D3 are correlated with the incidence of hip osteoarthritis in older women, for example. Osteoarthritis of the hip with low vitamin D levels. So if you're going to be designing a complete joint health formula, you couldn't design a complete joint health formula without a vitamin D3 component, unless you were demanding or requiring the person also take a separate vitamin D3. So we put in a good 400 IU, so that you're getting a good shot if you were not to be taking a standalone vitamin D3 supplement separately. And that would help ensure that you would get the results from this product due to its synergistic role with all the other ingredients. That being said, if you are taking a standalone vitamin D3 product in at least 5,000 IU a day or multiple times a week, you will get even better results from a joint health formula like ours. So that's simply to say you should be taking a vitamin D3 supplement. But joint health will work whether you do or not, because it already contains the vitamin D3. The next ingredient I'd like to talk about is the manganese. Now, manganese is important in the metabolic processing for creating connective tissue. Yes, it's a mineral. Manganese, it's a mineral, and yet it's important for making connective tissue. Yes, and the reason is because it's involved in enzyme systems in the body that go into the creation of connective tissue. Now, these enzymes probably have multiple minerals on them, but if these enzymes are requiring manganese and you don't have the manganese, then it'll have all the other minerals that may be available, but manganese might not be available in sufficient quantities to optimally help create that connective tissue. So we provide in one serving, which is 6 capsules of joint health formula, 1 milligram, which is almost 50% of the daily value, 43% of the daily value, in the form of manganese glycinate, which is an excellent form, partly because glycine, which is the amino acid that we've attached it to in this form, is also required in the creation of connective tissues and bones in the body. So it's a kind of, again, it's a systems approach. Now, the final supporting nutrient that we include in the joint health formula is selenium, and we include that in the form of L-selenomethionine, which is a proven and an excellent form that the body well recognizes and absorbs. And we have 100 micrograms of the selenium in that form, and that's 182% of the daily value, which is a good amount. And selenium does a lot of different things in the body, and it's well known also for its immune enhancing effects. But in Joint Health Formula, it works in the enzyme glutathione peroxidase to reduce inflammation and free radical damage throughout the body. So the enzyme glutathione peroxidase is critical. It's part of your glutathione system in the body, and without enough selenium, you won't have that enzyme working. So, and when that enzyme is working, you're reducing inflammation and you're reducing free radical damage in the body. So again, it's almost in that anti-inflammatory category, which I talked about earlier, but those are herbal. It's also an antioxidant, again, and that would be sort of like some of those herbal ingredients, but not unlike the manganese. These are minerals, and they ultimately work to increase connective tissue health. In the case of manganese, it's for creating the connective tissue, and in the case of selenium, it's reducing inflammation and acting as an antioxidant to reduce free radical damage. So this is, you could almost look at these two subcomponents of this supporting nutrients as sort of this unique mineral component for enzyme production, or the use of the creation of enzymes that are going to do slightly different things to support ultimately the health of the connective tissues. And so the final ingredient I want to talk about is I guess you could call this the fourth category. It's really a completely different type of ingredient in Joint Health Formula, is the ingredient known as bioperin. It's a black pepper extract, and it's there's only 15 milligrams per serving, but remember, which of 6 capsules, remember, it's an extract. Now, bioperin we've been using it forever. Many years, many of our products, from our allergy product to our Ultimate Protector. And the reason we use it is because it significantly enhances the absorption of all the ingredients in the product. So it's sort of like a multiplier effect, whereas you're going to get a lot of benefit without the bioperin. Well, when you put the bioperin in, even at small levels, it has the effect of boosting the absorption of the ingredients dramatically. Specifically, the turmeric. The studies show that the absorption of turmeric, the curcuminoids, goes up significantly with the addition of the black pepper extract. But we also know that it works to increase the absorption of all the ingredients. So probably particularly you're talking about like the rutin, the boswellia, but probably also the connective tissue building ingredients and the minerals. It has just been shown to enhance the absorption of nutrients by 30 to 60%. And so just imagine if you're going to be absorbing the ingredients in this formula 30 to 60% higher than you would without it, then it's kind of a no-brainer to put it in. We've been doing that for a long time. More recently, we've noticed that many of the products on the market now include bioperin. They're catching up because it works. And that's why we will always include it in products like Joint Health Formula. Notably, bioperin, just by the way, is itself what is known as a NRF2 activator, NRF2 activator, which means it helps the body produce its own antioxidants. That's not why we put it in the product, but it's noteworthy because it's a type of ingredient that actually provides some additional benefit. It's healthy. It's not going to hurt you in any way. Not only is it going to increase your absorption of the nutrients in the product, it's going to add some additional nutritional benefits. So again, this is that part of that systems approach of building and stacking the product, and each component, whether it's the connective tissue building components, or the supporting nutrient components, or the anti-inflammatory antioxidant components, all works together. Adding BioPerine is sort of a little sort of a special sauce that makes everything work better together inside your body. And that's why we include it in Joint Health Formula. Now, I also wanted to say a little bit of my personal experiences and the experiences of others. Joint Health Formula truly is one of my favorite products in our entire line. I take it virtually daily when it's available, since it often sells out. And I give it to my dog. I have a 9-year-old Rottweiler, and he's been taking this for a number of years, and he's quite spry, and he runs around, and he needs it. And if I'm low on Joint Health Formula, I'm probably going to give it to him before I give it to myself. Because he will have no paw pain. He can go on long, long hikes. He's kind of puppy-like. And if I don't have it, I definitely notice the difference. Now, for myself, I've done a variety of sports over the years, from Aikido and weightlifting and hiking and running, and just a variety of different activities. And I definitely have put strain on my joints. And with Joint Health Formula, I can heal really fast if there's an existing problem. And if I'm taking it routinely, which I try to do, I think that it simply prevents a lot of the types of, wear and tear and tweaks that we get when we're jumping on rocks, or we're like running on a trail and we step funny. Just some of these things that happen in life, even standing around or sitting, you can do stuff to your joints. So it's a really great preventive, as well as a really great formula for just reducing healing time and keeping joints happy. This has been Fred Liers with another Creating Health Naturally video. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up, give it a like. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also visit our website, www.integratedhealth.com, and there we have all of our products, including Joint Health Formula, and all our foundationals, and our vitamin D, and all our antioxidant formulas. So if you're having joint problems, for sure, you can go and grab yourself a whole bunch of different products, Joint Health and beyond, that could whip you back into shape. We also have a really great blog, www.integratedhealthblog.com, where we've got hundreds and hundreds of articles on all different types of supplements and health issues, and how you can use our supplements, and different topics that you can learn about health. So this has been Fred Liers with another Creating Health Naturally video, and we'll see you next time.